Previously on High Stakes Poker.
One for the good guys.
The first session of Season 7 ended with fireworks.
He just can't help himself.
But I still got larceny in my raising arm. Get him, Bill.
I don't think you bluffed that time.
So much talent, so much beauty.
As Doyle Brunson went broke to his newest nemesis, Vanessa Selbst.
Guess you turned 3 kings, but I'm going.
Does that speech mean you have trip jacks? I call.
2 for the good guy.
And the table got a taste of the Orient Express.
In case you didn't know, Johnny Tan.
Here's Johnny. Winner, chicken for dinner.
I'm all in. Yeah, all my ladies jacked. Got my bullets and diamonds, and I ain't holding back. I'm all in. Yeah, I'm gonna kick it. Pocket rockets and take it. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in. These ladies ain't ladies unless they're your ladies. Put your hand on the monster. That's what it takes. And if you got what it takes, you can play high stakes.
Welcome to High Stakes Poker, presented by PokerStars.net. I'm Norm MacDonald. Well, the first group of players this season certainly didn't disappoint us. We saw everything we expected. Talented pros playing against creative recreational players with lots of money. Exactly what cash games look like all over the poker world. Unlike many other sports out there, in poker, the amateurs do not have to lose to the professionals, certainly not in the short run. And Treasure Island owner Phil Ruffin proved that, walking away with the most loot of anybody at the table. Well, let's go down to the floor where Carol will introduce us to the new group.
We were treated to some great action in Session 1, and tonight's lineup is another intriguing mixture of big-time pros and poker-savvy millionaires. There are lots of subplots with tonight's group. Barry Greenstein tries to get unstuck, Phil Locke brings his unpredictable style to the Bellagio, and Jason Mercier hopes his impressive tournament results translate to cash game success. But it's the player to Jason's right who will steal most of the attention. 2010 main event champion Jonathan Duhamel joins the game, and it'll be fun to see how he uses his aggressive reputation and newfound $8.9 million to his advantage. The players are definitely ready, so let's get started.
How does this work? Well,
There are our recreational players, Julian Mavazian and Bill Perkins. They all bought in for $200,000, except Perkins bought in for $215,000. That must be his lucky number. And, of course, Mike Baxter, our other recreational player. We've seen him before.
if we were playing triple draw, you can wrap it on.
You can pay $500 into the next pot blind.
No, 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Jason Mercier gets things started with King Jack.
Call.
Bill Perkins calls with Ace-4. And Barry Greenstein raises with 6-5 suited.
I didn't even know he raised.
The running commentary.
That's where Viffer was
Good
seated.
thing I didn't say call.
Maybe it's the chair.
You come beat up on me.
It was him I was going after, not you, so don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Might have been a little bit of both.
Perkins looks like he doesn't want to give up that easily.
Not time to play the goof-off money? Nah. Not time to play the goof-off money. Want to show that one? No?
No.
Isolationist expert, Barry Greenstein.
Just
Not good enough to flat, but good enough
Just
to...
assume I have aces or kings when I raise. Just assume that, and everything will be go.
Come
everything
on,
will
I've
go
seen you on
smoothly.
TV.
Everything will go smoothly.
Stop the BS.
Hey,
I
on TV, I've got a tight
Goofball head.
reputation. I thought.
tried to goof off a little bit.
Barry looks a little happier this session than the last one. Maybe that's due to having the businessman on his right this
I
time.
stuck 300,000 on my right, who will never fold, or my left, who will never fold. So I certainly tightened up. Daniel was stuck a lot.
Who was?
Daniel was stuck 300,000 like right off the bat.
Who's
on my
Dan?
left. Daniel.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
So it's kind of hard to like. There's 2 guys out here. My girlfriend only gave me one piece of advice when I came here. It was don't try to bluff Daniel. That was like the only thing she said.
Well, that's pretty bad advice considering Daniel's not at the table.
Just don't try to bluff Daniel.
And you didn't listen?
I actually bluffed him out.
Oh, you did?
It was a nice one.
Well, he wasn't trying to there. He just did.
It just fell in there. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was
I wonder what Bill Perkins' girlfriend told him. He just raised with Jack 9. And there, for those of you who don't remember, is Horalibus Pocket Kings Vulgaris. From the olden days of high-stakes poker. He plays big cash games, goes by the name of Bob, which is good because I don't have to say Horalibus anymore.
3 bets in?
He's folded some of the most unbelievable.
On the first 3 cards?
Yeah.
After only 3 cards rocked, he started with 3 of a kind.
3 sevens, rolled up sevens.
So Bob slow plays his kings, and we have 3-way action of the flop.
It's better for him to just let him think he's right.
Wow. I don't even play stud, but I can feel the atrocious.
He also folded an 8 or better with.
So Bill Perkins is thinking, this is how you play the game, folks. Raise with Jack 9 and hit the top pair on the flop.
3 bets.
How many more bets would it have
There's
been?
2 more bets. 10.
Bet is 5,500.
What is smooth calling Bob going to do?
The king 5 bet.
Right, okay.
Because the king was just like, he knew it was going to
Smooth
get
call.
It was like spite 5 bet, capping it, you know?
Oh, the spite pre-5 bet.
Oh, okay. Well, Kuko's pretty scary.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but Kuko
10
was
pairs
like
the board.
40K or something.
That changes it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play his own
And
money.
he folded, and Kuko just had a pair of kings.
And
the
he
guy
doesn't play
does.
his own money anymore. Don't like this.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Weird thing.
Perkins fires a second barrel.
3 sevens to anybody before
Yeah.
this one? No way.
Yeah.
You should see the hands he folds at home, 8 or better.
Wow.
Bob calls.
I think this game is too big. Can we make it smaller stakes?
Phil's heart is like pumping.
I'm not even
not in the hand. He's like,
Bill, you're not going to play. Don't you enjoy watching a bigger game instead of a smaller game? These guys can afford it.
They can. They're wealthy.
Perkins keeping his foot on the gas.
You got me. I mean, I have a pretty good hand. It's not like that. You got me.
Horalibus Vulgaris. 2 kings, huh? That's how you do
What's he
it?
call him? Like, he's got me. He's over.
Look at all those flags.
Perkins is thinking, I got to stop listening to my girlfriend.
So I'll give you 8 and 8, right?
How much are you playing now? So I can reload? No, I'm just
If you're gonna ask questions like that, you gotta be able to do the math yourself.
Now I
You're
can
playing
play
at 286? All right, I'm adding on 90.
86.4, please.
No, you did the right thing, kid. In the long run.
In the long run, big time. But I was like, I wanted to pretend like I had like, ace high or something when he mucked. Would have been better.
Perkins doesn't know it's his turn.
Pressure.
Jack 9 didn't work. Maybe 5-4 will.
700 total.
Silent Mike breaks the silence.
And then you just won all that money.
Pocket 7s for Julian Movasian.
Four players for the flop. Checks. Checks. Checks.
Nobody likes the flop.
Check.
Perkins likes the turn with 5 high.
6,300.
Julian suspicious, but who can't believe that face?
Bill, your buddy finally won a hand and there's no commentary?
I wasn't watching. We're talking about the smoothing business. Nice hand, Bill.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome back to High Stakes Poker.
Happened is my dog became like that.
Not much has happened. Vulgaris is up
Usually owners,
58,000.
like end up looking like their dogs. You end up your
My
dog
dog's
ends
very
up being
cute,
like.
and I think I am
very
too.
talented.
And a very talented dog.
cuddly.
What's that?
Is your dog cute and cuddly or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think I am as
It
well.
is. His dog's Coltrane, and he can do
He's
crazy
the best
things.
dog. He's the best dog ever.
He can stand up on his
kind of
back.
dog?
The Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, those
He's
are
such a
those are smart dogs.
Reach for
the
balls.
biggest con artist in the world. Like, unbelievable.
Right? 2,500
I had a guy yesterday out. So at the high rise, I take him out and walk him every time, right? And this guy's got these two huge mastiffs, and he's like, and so I see the two mastiffs, and I see my little dog who wants to pick a fight with the mastiff. So he doesn't usually do anything when I'm around. So I'm like, all right, I walk over to the side of the street. And the guy's like, hey,
Perkins,
what's
with
up?
the same hand that just got him in trouble.
He doesn't look like he's not friendly. Bring him over here. I was like, he's not that friendly. This guy brings his two dogs over. My dog.
Whoa, down, boy.
Your dog or his dogs were doing?
No, his dogs were friendly. My dogs were.
Yeah,
My
well,
dog's not
mastiffs can
friendly.
get away with being friendly, right?
They tried everything.
Perkins checks his jacks this time.
Dogs, he was good, but he just doesn't like it. You know?
They didn't like give him Prozac or doggy Prozac or something.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. He just a lot of exercise and he's all right. He doesn't have a
And
lot of
Baxter bets his.
social with other dogs, so I try to walk him all the time.
Pearl Above has one of those dog running tracks in his house, and he'll.
Dog treadmill.
Dog
I don't have it
treadmill.
at my new place. I don't have that.
Oh, you don't have it? What'd you do with it?
It's in storage. Almost all my stuff's in storage.
Oh.
Julian's call is going to smell like a 5.
Raise.
Perkins has no sense of smell.
That's the call.
Raise, calls the 7. He's going to raise.
That would have been pretty exciting. I might have folded.
He raises it to 27,000.
We should find a location close to Beverly Hills. Yeah, because they got to drive real far up with their dogs. It's just an inconvenience.
Wow.
Well, we'll all have 4 5s.
This hand is an indication of what we can look forward to with our 3 businessmen.
Is there a joker in the deck?
No, but maybe we should add a couple. There's not enough action here.
You know what that is?
I'm on.
You know what that is?
A Jackson 5.
Maybe we got forgot.
Heads up for the turn.
Was it my guy? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
$30,000.
Well, Baxter's call on the flop has not slowed Perkins down. Baxter knows he's beat, but he thinks by a much bigger hand.
I was told my friends who
Never
told me
show.
not to show my hands.
Yeah, but
If you pay 5,000, you can see this hand.
oh, just 5,000.
5,000. 2,000.
I was expecting you to say 500 and no.
I'll give you like $20.
I wouldn't even give him.
All right,
So Bill Perkins has been very active so far. Here's what he had to say to Kara Scott.
So this is the first time that you've come on High Stakes Poker.
I got invited to High Stakes Poker playing with Phil Locke and the Bellagio, just goofing off, as I normally do. I said I really like to play with the pros.
A little bit nervous, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely out of my league with the players on High Stakes Poker, and I have to bring up my game, maybe be a little bit more aggressive, maybe be a little bit more tight. I think we're going to figure that out on the table. You know, I might play a crazy hand and hit, and then get me to fold it, because some of them are just as crazy as me or just as aggressive. I don't know whether they have the nuts or air.
So we're not going to be seeing textbook poker.
You will not see textbook poker out of me. It's just, I don't think I've seen enough hands and I have the experience to win a textbook hand against these guys. I think I have to come out with a different angle.
This is what makes these recreational players dangerous sometimes. They may be coming here with a method to their madness.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it was a few years ago. Yeah.
Let's hope it works.
This is the way you do it. You're going to have a problem. Someone is going to send someone over. Something's going to happen. This is just a mistake. So finally, what they did after the break is they got me this big, like Tongan-looking security guy to stand right behind me.
If I had if I had a 14-ounce hand, I would have raised you huge.
You're sick, I know that.
Raised you huge. Put you to test.
You would have called with one pair just to hit 2 pair on me.
And I just asked the security guy.
Run, nothing fun.
I said no. I said good.
What's that?
Just today.
Yeah, they don't like me that much.
Well, I'm glad you got it.
And then.
Oh, because of the World Series. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but then you go to the World Series.
Movasian flops a pair of aces.
Well, it used to be the best cash games. I mean, now it's dried up a little bit, but.
It's dried up a lot.
And bets 8,500.
You guys still play Knicks games, they're good, but.
No, but I'm saying even that. I mean, I didn't play. I played like 1 or 2 times this year.
2007 was like the great year. That was like for no limit cash games.
Back in the 1990s, I only went for the, in those days, you just went for the cash games. You didn't go for the people. Higher limit players didn't play the tournaments except maybe the main event.
Jason calls.
But yeah, that was the convention of cash.
If you had a time bubble machine, you could go back and just play.
Kings and tens.
Right, yeah, I never played.
For Mercier.
Well, it's so funny that in those days, people who played in the tournaments is because they couldn't play in they weren't good enough to play in the cash games. And there were people we kind of laughed at. Good players didn't play tournaments. And now those people have like street cred of being good players because they won tournaments.
Mercier just calls.
Beautiful.
3 spades on board now. Jason checks.
Generally not civil.
No, we had a game where
Movasian still betting.
Too much
Tony T and Phil
testosterone.
Helmut were just like at each other's throats, and then there was some
The speed of Jason's call lets Julian know he's beat.
Oh, I got destroyed.
And that is how they do it.
That's how Bill becomes law.
King 10.
We're back at the Bellagio for more high-stakes poker. Time now for PokerStars.net high-stakes legend.
Thomas Austin Preston, better known as Amarillo Slim, was a true original rounder. Endlessly quotable and entertaining, Preston became the world's most famous poker player in the 1970s, appearing multiple times on Johnny Carson and 60 Minutes. Slim holds 4 World Series bracelets and made an impressive array of prop bets, including playing ping pong with a soda bottle. One of his best quotes, "I never go looking for a sucker. I look for a champion and make a sucker out of him."
Good old Amarillo Slim.
Cool, I don't want to go too high.
Straddle. Straddle-licious.
I would do 80.
Players that put the straddle on.
Really?
8s are very lucky in Asian culture.
All right, I'll bet that's
8,800.
I'll play ghosty, actually. Let's just go ghosty for one hand.
Barry will tell you that. He knows all about the lucky 8s in the Asian culture.
Oh, here they come after the ghosty.
That gets Duhamel out of his shell. He raises it to 4,200 with Queen 5 of spades.
Oh, that's too bad. Wasn't she half Asian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4,200 total. Huh?
And Movasian just calls with ace-king. And it's so painful when you put a straddle on and have nothing to play with.
It's like, it had to, it's so bottom of the barrel. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
You gotta ask for a deal. Say, I'll play it for only like 2,000.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Julian checks his ace-king high.
Your interest.
Good, I think that's ideal. I think with one person in the pot.
And Duhamel bets his 5s.
Yeah, heads up, you definitely can. Yeah.
Julian calls.
Is everybody else going to straddle? Who's a straddler here? No? Everybody straddles, I'll definitely.
Just what Julian wanted to see, and Duhamel didn't want to see.
I think if we get 3
Julian goes for the check raise.
I think we got 3
straddle. You don't have to straddle, but right. I mean, I'll straddle.
But Jonathan doesn't cooperate.
Everybody has to straddle.
Right.
I'll straddle.
You want to straddle?
Well, he'll cooperate
I'll
now.
straddle. You straddle. We get 3 straddles. That's enough.
I don't mind if we do, a round.
Bet is 10,000.
I think maybe the game's a little too small. We should probably agree to just making it 8-16, 24.
I'll do 8-16, 24, 48, but nothing less.
This is I'm not thinking.
Duhamel probably has Julian on an ace.
You need surgery and stuff, though.
You couldn't fold. Why would you ever fold?
Well, you might want that.
Why would you want 8 arms though? You'd have to.
Yeah, it's probably safer to just put an arm and a leg in, though.
Raises to 32,300.
22,000.
Hard hand for Julian to guess.
I'll call.
A 5.
You got a 5? Good. Good hand. 22 what?
Yeah, 22,300.
That's how he won the main event. 5 on the road.
Was that your hand too in the main event? Queen 5?
No.
He did pretty good on the flops. I think he probably had him. In the turn, you might have been a little bit. You probably had him the whole way.
Whoever tried to catch it.
Was that straddle any good?
Yeah, just got me open-ended straight. That's it. Nothing fancy. 60 now.
Good hand, Jonathan.
Big blind and any, please.
Under protest.
That's how they win $9 million, kids.
Guards and be lucky on the river, I guess.
Live straddle. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Barry's opening it up.
Uh-oh.
Look at the excitement in his face as he puts the live straddle out.
Barry straddle.
Barry's turn to straddle.
Everybody's excited to look at the cards. It's got the Barry straddle going.
Very money. It's very hard to acquire.
Raise?
Jason says ace-8 is good enough to raise.
Total.
Julian calls.
I just can't.
Perkins just hates folding.
Heads up to the flop.
Yeah, it's
Checks.
Ace-high still the best.
Who's the next straddle? He's the next straddle, right?
It's not big for me. I'm only playing for. No, if I knew the lineup, I probably would have.
Julian goes for the steal.
But I'm very nice to my friends.
Mission accomplished.
I wonder if you're going to win a hand, Julian.
With a standard card.
What a proud face. Back for more high-stakes poker.
Sick.
It's exciting. It's nice to have the button.
He's got a football bet on, basically. He's got like a mini football.
Double straddles on.
What's that? Someone gets hurt.
someone
Double
always gets
straddle,
hurt.
32 to go.
I've been trying to work on my double straddle game.
Yeah, you got to work on that part of your game. I got to work on it too. I haven't really mastered it yet.
And now everything's funky because the hand is
I'm ashamed of what I just told. Yeah, I know. I hope so.
Vulgaris picks up pocket tens in his big blind.
You got the action going.
If I fold here, it's not going to make
8,500
TV.
total.
But if I'm wrong and it does make TV, it could be bad.
Lock, dressed like a thief, but not playing like one. Baxter with queen 4.
Where's your buddy Alan?
Silent Mike doing the 25 cribs, you know. Silent Mike can do that to him.
To play the 10K event.
He really has been working on his double straddle game.
How about your triple?
Not a good flop for the double straddler.
So they'll spread out. Yes,
Wait a minute. B is your 8.
I might have to like. I
What
wonder
is
if they have like
8,500?
I could like get a wheelchair for him and wheel him around.
Get him a Duhamel.
Call.
Baxter still determined. Bob had to have been worried about an ace or a flush draw, and now both options are in play.
Check.
And Baxter is fully aware of that.
That is 20,000.
Goes for the steal, bets 20,000. Tough for Bob to call.
Yeah, that's why I was mad that they lost my leg.
Mike Baxter. He ain't no recreational player.
When you fold it, that's why your bottom card. Just to let you know.
Okay.
If you fold high.
Oh, I don't really care.
Okay.
You may as well share it with the whole table. I'm just kidding.
Good hand.
The double straddle, it worked out for you, Silent.
Yeah, I've been working on that part of my game.
Was you have like 2 jacks?
I think he had ace.
It's kind of weird. The dealer winked at him before, and like double straddle. He's like, oh yeah.
That's a lesson to you. The double straddle works.
Well, the single straddle should be easy after that.
Double straddle? Another double straddle?
Single straddle would be easy.
You got to work on that part of your game.
Looks like Mike's got the whole table fooled. They all think he got lucky on his double straddle. They don't know what kind of moves he's capable of.
Well, I guess because I don't know, it's weird.
Whatever. That was the decision they made.
This is scaring me. Is it my go?
Yeah, and then pull the cards in.
Now the hand's all messed up.
2,800.
Yeah.
Very hard to win.
That's right. That's why I'm not going to play.
Riddle.
Perkins says it's about time I pick up something I can
sorry,
raise
32.
with.
30. Oh,
Well, it's only an 800 raise, right?
No,
No,
straddle's like an
straddle
extra
five,
blind.
yeah, it's
Straddle's
extra
considered a
blind.
blind.
I did it wrong anyway. That was
Right.
technically incorrect.
Yeah, if it was a blind raise, if it wasn't a live double straddle, then you could be able to.
Vulgaris smooth calls him again. Whoa, Phil comes out swinging with ace-6. And he's got the table's attention.
What is that?
Going in the 32 real quick. I'll give you an exact amount.
13.5 more.
13.5 more it is.
I wonder if Bob is going to get outplayed twice in a row.
I'm bleeding these chips away. Knock them down.
Yep. Good move by Phil.
You say, what am I doing?
No, I said, oh boy.
I moved there a while
like you
ago. I moved there a while ago when they were taking. I was on the floor of the NYMEX. And
Have you played with poker in Houston?
yes, very bad day.
You playing Jumbo's game?
What's that?
Jumbo's game?
No.
What's it? I think that's.
I like to play with a guy named Jumbo.
Me too.
It sounds like a good game. A guy named Jumbo.
One of my best friends.
Yeah, Jumbo's game.
Larry Parker. I don't know if you know that name.
No.
Bob straddle. 16
Play with them. I like anytime they have a nickname.
Another hand, another chance for Bill Perkins to get out of line.
I think the plumber got flushed.
They always do.
Yeah, the plumber. That was the year 2007. The year of the plumber.
Yeah.
Block says once every 3 hours is enough.
Disgusting things for like 13 hours straight. Like just really rude, mean things. And I said one thing to him. It wasn't even like 10% as mean as what he said. And he's like,
World champion gives 7 deuce a shot.
and everyone at the table was like, yeah, why would you say that? Why would you? It was just like, okay, that's how it works.
Well, in all fairness, there are different rules for winning players and losing
No,
players.
but it was just like he was the most. It was just like invective, like slurs. He was just really rude. And I just made like an offhand comment at the size of his nose.
Well, look at him thinking.
Yeah, related to the size of his
At pair of deuces, gut shot. There's 3 recreational players, $7,200 pot. I got that massage appointment at 4:15. I know, 3,600.
Their tipping point. That was it.
Actually, might have been one of those truth and
Don't even throw it in.
Yeah.
On this one, I would.
I hit a nerve for sure.
Runner. I have a pair.
To get the nuts sponsor.
Pair and a straight draw.
10-9.
My plan worked perfectly. You're watching High Stakes Poker.
Now Barry can't do the
The question
isolation.
is this: is like I get in this whole question, betting a set. Now I know there's all types of different hands. You flop a set.
Straddle's still on.
I got too many weird theories on sets.
Check call. Check call, reevaluate on the turn.
Sometimes, yeah.
You only have two choices.
It hurts when the guy gets a higher set. You know?
Check or raise. I mean, bet it or check it.
If it's a choice,
Well, Baxter says raise with 2 forests,
You're
4,500.
out of position, and is your opponent aggressive or careful? Or the,
And the world champion calls.
Then you should be random.
Random, I would bet.
You would bet?
A set.
Oh, yeah.
Some random.
You would like overbet the
But I'm
pot
gonna
by
check.
4 times. Make sure they didn't draw it on you.
Bovasian says, I'm game.
I've done 50K pre-flop, whatever, but I have aces, you know, and protect the hand.
How many hands have we played so far?
Just me and the world champion.
No, we're true, actually.
Oh, you and the...
Baxter flops a set of 4s, and Duhamel has the nut flush draw.
Checks.
Did you call?
That's how you just called before.
I think it's too broad of a
then-
question.
Then just do something different every time. Then you can't really go wrong.
That is 11,000.
You'll be right half the time, roughly, if you choose right.
These people are always worried about how
What'd
to
you
play
say?
sets.
Players are talking about how to play sets. They don't know Baxter has a
I don't
set.
have much of a game plan for it.
No.
It just doesn't happen enough.
It's tough to make a set.
I'm too busy hoping to get a set to worry that much about what I'm going to do once I get one.
Duhamel makes the flush.
But I'm not folding once I get it.
And the clubs slowed down Mike.
Something to one set.
Well, once you have a pair, you know.
8 to 1, but I mean,
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, getting a pair, the parlay of a pair in.
A little bit of Hollywooding by the world champion.
every 100 hands you get that.
The hand where I immediately fold.
If he gets to see the flop.
Yeah.
Happens that way, right? Now, had you bet
That's
We're gonna
17,600.
find out soon.
In 3D?
3D.
I don't think he had ace king.
You guys run
much
that
was that?
just one time.
Well, that's a stupid bet because
You had the option on
I would say that.
Baxter calls.
You couldn't really win that bet.
Be interesting if the board pairs.
Had the chance to win. I think.
Like 20 bucks.
No.
I don't even have like.
Check again.
Like, help me.
You gotta be technologically advanced because people want to watch it already.
And this time a quick $33,500 bet.
33,500.
They're like naturists. They don't know.
I call.
Flush.
Dude, speaking of which.
Oh, speaking of which,
Exactly.
we're having a conversation about whether bet or check.
33,500.
Oh my gosh.
Duhamel, he can do it. He can win 9 million. He can win 80,000.
Yeah.
Oh, but it wasn't Duhamel. It was Mercier.
Oh, it was me.
What?
It was Duhamel. Yeah.
Oh, no, I just grabbed it.
Yeah, 9 million.
What was the bet on the flop?
Bill Locke is right on top of things.
11. What was the pot size before that?
Like 15, I think.
15. I was hoping at queen jack.
Well, yeah, we were just saying with queen jack anyway.
Or you could add like ace queen with ace of clubs.
Yeah, Queen jack would definitely play the same. Anyway.
What?
Queen jack would definitely play the same, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like
Duhamel.
So after that pot, world champion Jonathan Duhamel has a 6-figure profit.
sets.
You are running down. So what'd you bet? Like 90% of the pot on the opener?
He couldn't have done anything on the flop to get there.
No, that was not. He could have went all in. He was gone.
Check shove.
That'd be the only way to check raise. That would be the time to check raise. Check raise all in.
Yeah.
That would have got it done.
A wounded Baxter raises to 4,000 with King 7 offsuit.
That would have got it done.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially because he has a 5 of clubs.
Yeah.
So he can't even have like a combo draw really, unless he has pair and flush draw.
Perkins can't fold 2 hands in a row.
Yeah. By the way, what percent of our customers will really find
Heads
that
up for
great?
the flop?
Wow, we can log in and see.
In the future, a lot of people. my dog's not even part of those 8 dogs, so my dog's like in isolation, solitary.
Well, Perkins starts thinking again.
Did you have the camera feed though on your dog? Did you get to watch him? Or
So one place had that, but it wasn't. We just talking.
And makes a good bet.
They don't have like the single feed for every dog or whatever.
All right.
And here comes Wounded Mike.
Make it 15.
I stayed here at the Bellagio, and I was here for like maybe 3 weeks or something. And I got my bill at the Bellagio, and I went to the dog boarding place.
And there goes Pensive Perkins.
I didn't know if you were steamed or
He was steamed and had you beat. Both.
No, not a pair.
He was steamed, buddy had you beat.
For 2 dogs?
I don't know about that.
Like,
But, yeah, I was going to put you in a steam and go all in.
Welcome back to the Bellagio. Don't get wet there.
One extra shuffle.
Kara Scott caught up with Baxter and Duhamel about the hand that wounded Mike.
Going into the flop, you obviously have your set. You decide to lead into it. Is that a standard line for you? Do you like to lead it with
I
set?
mix it up. But that board, there was obviously a flush possibility. There was also some straight possibilities. And, I thought that there was a reasonable chance I'd get a caller.
I kind of felt when you bet there, it was either like a continuation bet or kind of a top pair range of hand. I didn't thought you had like a set most of the time. That doesn't happen that often. So for me, it was like I could have raised there, but I kind of felt like Mike's going to call me a lot if I raise. So better off just calling and see a turn card.
Another club comes on the turn, and so is that what slowed you down?
Yeah, at that point, I was into basically check calling.
I tried not to bet too big, not to scare him off of the hand. So try to be sure to have action and to see a river card.
I could have laid down on the river, but I hadn't played with him yet. It was early. I wanted to show people that I will call so that I just don't get bullied completely. But it was a crying call. I had a pretty good feeling I was beat there.
Jeez, Kara, rub it in some more, why don't you?
Your net worth.
Yeah,
What
was
was
your
your
net worth before? Under 100K?
He had a buy-in.
No, over.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, yeah, you're
around 320.
You were well rolled for the
more than most of the previous ones.
Yeah, big time.
1,600.
So this is no big deal winning the main event.
No, it's
Raise.
Raise.
So that's the call.
This is a pre-look time.
Perkins seems unsure of how much to raise with a real hand.
Is that a straddle? 4,500 on top.
4,500 more.
45,000. Awesome. 4,500 more? Or like
61. 61.
I'll keep you company.
Uh-oh. Company.
Perkins, just the kind of player that's happier to see a flop than win the pot right there.
Trying to crack. I ain't when they come to crack you.
And a flop he sees, they both hit queens.
Yeah, but that's just like that's just his way of smoking.
11,600.
11,600.
They already had it all. Yeah, that's on the money. He really felt like it was.
Yeah,
I want
Yeah, I know it was like so. Summer was so bad.
Where do you live now?
Smart. It was like a very
Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
Julian gives him credit for an ace, and he folds.
You shouldn't.
Perkins still looks
He
confused.
must have played really good.
It's over, Bill. You win the pot. People don't always call you. Welcome back to High Stakes Poker. The person with the most work to do, Julian Movasian, down over $100,000.
I threw queens.
Right. You had a queen?
I just said the only
What was your
thing
kicker?
I'm not after
King.
this guy. Because I don't want to be coming at my call time and sitting
I have no respect for you.
So just keep on going on.
Yeah.
I got to get an award.
Huh?
I advise you to give me any action. But yeah, you can't because I'm firing all the way.
As a flush draw today.
No, I thought you had a flush draw.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
How much is it?
Well, there's a couple of 7-3 suiteds.
This game's getting expensive.
Perkins plays it, but Barry's a pro, and he realizes that 7-3 is sometimes not as powerful as it looks.
Take off his hat. I refuse to even give him. You're not the Unabomber until you take off the hat.
It's too cold in here.
Cold? Are you serious?
Five-way pot. Action flop. Nut flush draw for Baxter. Second nut flush draw for Duhamel. And Mercier's wondering what he should do with his open-ended straight draw.
Is it on me? Oh, sorry.
He bets it.
Is it on me? Grab a stack of chips.
Gone. I realized I had the wrong color.
I didn't even know Mike was in the hand.
Silent Mike.
Baxter calls.
He's in the sounds like a ninja.
Silent Mike.
Got my trips or sad busted already, so.
No.
Hey, we don't like to hear whiners, Mike. So that's just.
Well, you should sit on the other side of the table.
Duhamel calls, and if a spade comes, we're going to see a huge pot.
Who wants to play poker?
Of course.
It's like if you can't complain about being in a relationship.
Deuce of heart doesn't change
Right?
anything.
That's the excitement. Talk about how miserable you are, how unhappy you are. You don't have that. Might as well get divorced.
Yeah, that's why I fell off the cliff, because I like to complain about physical pain from time to time. Not all the time.
Just like a little bit. Makes you feel like you're important.
Yeah, 20 minutes every other day or something.
All check to the river.
You feel pain.
Yeah.
And there it is. But it pairs the board. That could slow things down.
This is a very interesting river card, I'll say.
I'm going to roll in a movie.
22. Kid, you already promised that. You can't be doing one of these trader, pull back, commit, done, the offers.
Baxter bets 22,000.
Speaking line, I already expected that. I'll take Canada.
And Duhamel just calls.
If you give me like a thing where there's...
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, the nizzle. Look what would have happened to me. Huh? If I peeled, I would have lost a lot.
Yeah, if
the flop had been checking.
Yeah, if you made to the river, you would have lost a lot.
Not that much, but 10.
So round two between these guys goes to Mike Baxter.
Next time on High Stakes Poker.
Bill Perkins is one of a kind.
What? Bill Perkins drives all of the talking.
Woo, pick the bounce. We almost got a family affair going on here. You won't believe what I had.
Wow.
Wow has been called.
And all of the action.
So, action or comedy? What would you prefer?
Drama.
All fold or all in?
You like a chicken tender?
I don't eat meat.
You got no respect.
I'm all in.
Just the nuts.
Just the nuts.